Okay. Hello, welcome to the stream. Anyone is welcome to say hello in the chat, ask me questions. I'm going to be, we're gonna be drawing today. This is what I'm working on. It's an Owen piece. Hello again! Thank you for joining. I think, yeah, I think that's it, and then I can get started. So, yeah, I sent out my announcements, and we are good. All right. Okay. Which one am I? Oh, that's a fake one. That's the color scheme. All right. Let's see. Oh, thank you so much. I'm really happy with how it turned out so far. I'm super, I'm really nervous to, do the rest of it because it looks so good right now. But I press on. It's gonna look even cooler when I have the lighting figured out and everything, because I think I'm gonna do, fire effects and stuff like that. I think it's gonna look super cool. I'm super excited with it. I just gotta continue working on it. We got okay. How are we doing today? That's on white. I've been drawing a lot today. Excuse me. I worked on this sketch and then because it popped into my mind. I should have worked on the ship art, but when something pops into your mind, you just got to do it. And then I was working on a little animatic. I'm doing the I don't speak German trend with trust bites. I'm so excited. Um, I'm doing a moving background, so I'm a little bit nervous about it, but we'll see how it turns out. I've been having a pretty good day. I got a lot of stuff for thumbnails and like you saw, I got my starting screen done. I might in the future, because I'm not really good at animating. I'm decent at animatics. But I might commission someone in the future to make an animated starting screen. But um like I said yesterday in yesterday's stream, I am a little bit broke. So, but I do want to have an animated one at some point, and I do not have that skill set. So, but whoops. I got startled by a notification. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. It was not the most complex thing, but I think it's really cute. And then I have one for if I need to go to the bathroom or something, I have a I'll be right back screen, which I think is equally as cute. It's so weird without the music. I'm so upset because my last two VODs got copyright claimed. They didn't get restricted, but I don't want to risk it. So my last two VODs, I got copyright claimed, and but I'm using music that claims to be copyright free. So I don't know what's up. So I'm just trying to I'll figure it out eventually, because I know... One sec. Like, I know that a lot of streamers will, like, play music on their Twitch lives, and then when they post their VODs, like, they took the music out. I just gotta figure out how to do that. I'm new to this, I'm a newbie, so I don't know what I'm doing. But I am learning on the way. I'm hoping... I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of wanting to start a Minecraft world today, but then drawing one, and I was like, oh, I did a poll, so I had to be honest to the poll. So Monday I'll be doing... Okay. You heard that they separate the audio tracks. Okay. Alright, I'll need to look up how to do that. Thank you. That's a good... Because I had no clue where to start. But... What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. I forgot to make a fun drink before stream. I just have water, which is probably better. Oh wait, I do have some Dr. Pepper left. Caffeine does not affect me, so I'm not making it so I can't fall asleep tonight. I just I drink it for the flavor. And we ran out of I usually don't drink caffeinated drinks, but sometimes I will if I want a soda flavor or like soda feeling. But we ran out of our Sprite. So next best thing is one of the last few Dr. Peppers. But what was I saying before that? The poll! That's right. Thank you for the reminder. Since I did a poll, I was like, I had to be honest to the poll and do what the people want. But I will be starting a Minecraft world on Monday because I won't be streaming tomorrow because it's Sunday. That might change in the future, but for now, that's how it's gonna work. I need a break. I need a day for myself, even if I'm having fun streaming for you guys. But excuse me. Yeah, I kind of wanted to like, cause I wanna. I'll be honest. The project that I was talking about yesterday that I'm the head of, it's a Minecraft thing, and I'm not too incredibly used to PC. I've mainly been playing on consoles most of my life when playing Minecraft, so I want to get better at PC Minecraft. I've had a little bit of practice, and once I start playing, I get in the swing of it, but I was hoping to have a little bit more practice before next week when I'm starting my project. I'm still having issues with one part of finishing this up. It's gonna be a server. I'm not gonna say what type, but it's like, because I hope that I can share it with you guys on YouTube. But I can't figure out the stupid connecting the voice, the proximity chat. I've watched so many videos at this point, and I'm doing like all the instructions, and that thing is just not connecting. I finally reached out to somebody that works with the plugins that I'm using to see if that's affecting it, but they're busy because of the holidays. So I'm just hoping they get back to me before Friday because that's when we're planning on starting. Because I'm getting really anxious. I'm getting real anxious. I really want to start it as soon as possible. We were gonna start it this week, but then I had a couple people have to drop out, and so I had to replace them. And then also I was like, I'm not gonna figure out the chat. I'm not gonna be able to figure out the chat this week. And so I had to postpone it to next week, and I really don't want to postpone it again because I've been waiting for so long. I really want to do this project. Even if I don't end up posting it, I really want to I want to do it. Let's see. Oops. But yeah, there's somebody who's debating being a member on my server that I'm going to be doing. And I really hope they do because I want to get to know them better. We're like mutuals, but we're like not, we haven't really talked much. And they're really cool. Uh, so I hope that I can get to know them better and that their schedule allows for us to help get them on. And then, but I'll have to find another person too. Because I want it to be an even number. I'm trying so hard not to say what it is because I'm low-key terrible at keeping secrets or surprises, but I want it to be like a little bit of a like, whoa, this is cool type of thing. Like, oh, I didn't expect this. So I'm trying to be like vague about it. But I also want to complain about the issues that I'm having. So it makes it even harder. I love how this hand turned out. I love when my hands look great. Like, hands have never been too terrible for me. I've been always pretty decent at them, but like sometimes they don't work, and when they do work, it's so nice. And this one just looks so nice. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, last night. Oh, thank you. Last night I finished the Sire Swap picture page that I did. Drawing page that I did. I posted it today on Tumblr and TikTok. I don't know who's the second viewer, but I think you saw it, Nick. I think I saw you like it. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Like, yeah, I did see you like it. All right. um, I wanna like I'm getting all these ideas now, and it's just like I'm like, ooh. I'm getting haunted because I have so many ideas and I can't do more. I can't do more. Okay, that one's not anything, so we're gonna use that for the blood. But I'm brainstorming on who's gonna turn Avid because I think Avid's still gonna get turned, but Shelby is going to be scared of turning Avid because of Pyro's outburst. Pyro's outburst towards Scott when Scott turned Shelby. And so Shelby's not gonna do it. So I'm thinking Pyro might do it in an attempt to terrorize Avid, thinking that Avid wouldn't it's the last thing Avid would want. And it is. And Avid's terrified at first, but he realizes, like, oh hey, my 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 scar that never healed is healing now. And he's like, wait, this is actually great. And so he takes to being a vampire. He doesn't have his he doesn't go begging to Shelby to change him in this AU because Owen's not a vampire in this, at least not in the beginning. And I had a brain fart. So Owen never scratched him and then never aggravated his scar. And so when Pyro turns him, which is what I'm leaning towards, I think I will end up doing that. He really still hates vampires. And honestly thinks that he lost Shelby because she got turned. So it's gonna be like a really conflicting thing. It's gonna be even more conflicting. I know. I think so too. I think it'll be really interesting. And this isn't the first time Pyro's terrorizing Avid. They just like terrorizing Avid. Because I may have mentioned this before, but I'm thinking of making it so that Avid is still in jail, still like locked up from killing Lewis, and Pyro knows that they're about to be level 3, and so he goes to the jail and levels up in front of Avid to be like, haha, you killed the wrong vampire, loser. I think I have mentioned that before. So Pyro just really loves tormenting Avid, and it's kind of funny. Even though Avid is my son, so is Pyro. So I can't pick favorites. I have favorites occasionally. I go between who is my favorite depending on the day. Oh frick, I forgot that that's what it's gonna do. Okay. So, okay, we're gonna do this. I'm trying to think of what other ideas I have that I haven't talked about on Tumblr yet. Because it's stuff that like I either thought up of last night and I was like, and I was already posting a lot today, so I didn't really want to post more. There we go. There we go. Let's go. Yes. That's a sketch. I might save the sketch because it's a really good sketch. That's a really good sketch. Let's see. Yeah, there's the color palette. Yeah, this is taking place right after Owen wakes up and finds Lewis on the pyre. So this is, but I used the quote from when he wakes up in New Oakhurst. I will spill their blood for you, Lewis. Because it seemed fitting, and I wanted to use a quote. I forgot to turn off the paper background. So I'm gonna give him red eyes because I think it has a cooler effect than his brown eyes. But he's still like a fresh vampire, so no lightened skinned and no white hair. Though I do think I had canon that as he was massacring the town, he did drink enough blood that his hair did turn white. He just wouldn't have known because he wasn't paying attention to it. But then he fell asleep for 200 years without food, and so he went back to what he looked like beforehand. So he went down levels. I had canon that he did go up to level 3 in his massacre. For the drama. Exactly, for the drama. But this is just the beginning of his massacre, so... I can't tell if my stomach is upset or if I'm hungry. I shouldn't be hungry because I ate quite a bit for dinner. So it's most likely upset, but I do not know. I cannot tell. I did not end up cosplaying today. I thought about it, but then it kept getting closer and closer to stream time, and I didn't necessarily want to stream, and I was leaning towards doing Scott, and I didn't really want to stream in cosplay. So boop boop. It's unless it was a really comfy cosplay. There we go. But I'm trying to figure out what to yap about. I don't have much on the mind. My mind is pretty blank right now. There we go. Ooh, look at that. That is so good. Now I gotta do shading. I'm a little nervous. Because I'm not that great at shading. I'm like, I never know what I'm actually doing while shading. So I just kind of guess. Oh, whoa. That's kind of cool. Okay. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Did y'all hear that? People be shooting off fireworks. Still. I don't get the appeal of fireworks, but maybe that's because I'm sound sensitive. I do not get the appeal. Like, I get the pretty colors. I get that part. But I just don't get the loud, like, just the appeal of blowing stuff up. Maybe I'm boring, but yeah, I try not to like let it get on my nerves, but sometimes it does. Especially I'm in an area that likes setting off fireworks just like when they're like football team wins. And I'm just like, dude, be so for real. It is. It's not. Oh man. Oh man. That makes sense. That makes sense. Oh. Doc, my beloved legs. My poor boy. Ugh. Deserved so much better. And that's why I made a happy ending AU. I can't wait to post that. I'm so excited to post that and see how people like it because I'm gonna post like a really funny Tumblr post to promote it. But yeah, and I might like write a little bit more like cuz it's about like pretty much everyone gets a happy ending. And so I do little snippets of everyone's little happy like what they're up to after escaping Oakhurst. Um and so I might do like for the ones that I really like Owen Pyro I might do write a little bit more about them and what they do because I really like what I came up with. Mainly because I made little OCs to make their lives happier. Because gosh darn it, I I can do what I want. I'm trying to figure out where the light is facing him. I'm trying to figure out how that's gonna work. Oh, I don't like shading. It looks so nice when I do it right, but I really do not like shading. I just want this piece to look really cool. And that's barely showing up on the hair. But yeah, I'm really excited to post it. Now I wanna yap about it, but I don't wanna give away spoilers. Because I want people to read it. But it's not posted yet. It's still getting beta read. But it getting beta read means that it's gonna be 10 times better, because my friend is really good at beta reading. She's asking all the right questions, and I'm like, you know what? You're right. I did forget to explain this. Or I did forget to add tone here, and so it's making it a lot better. I'm kind of doing sloppy shading right now, mainly because I blend it out after I'm done. So it's not really gonna be too much to worry about. But I probably... And also, you can't really see it on the hair. Here. That helped a little bit. And now it's upsetting the neighborhood dogs. Come on, people. Oh my goodness, my dog, before she passed, poor thing was a wreck during, like, the 4th of July. We, like, had to give her some medicine to help calm her down. That was another reason why I stopped disliking the 4th of July, is because she was such a mess. Poor thing. I miss her a lot. She was a diva, but she was our diva. Oh, I'm getting so many notifications. No. I don't know what I like better. Here. Maybe... See, like I said, I do not know what I'm doing. People ask me for advice on shading, I'm like, do not ask me. People ask me any art advice, and I'm like, dude, I don't know. I picked up a pencil one day, a day I can't even remember because I was so young, and was like, I'm gonna do this. And I did it, and I'm here now. I don't know what I'm doing. All I know is that I can do it. Oh my goodness. Can you stop? There must have been a football game, I swear. Oh my gosh! I can hear people cheering too. What is this? This did not happen when I was at college. I'm low-key, like, as much as I, like, hated doing school, I do miss, like, being in a dorm and stuff. Like, being, like, having my own space. Like, yes, I'm in my room right now and it's my own space, but, like, my roommate didn't really stay in the room all that much, so it was, like, it just felt like my own little home. And also, I didn't have to deal with these hooligans. No, people are like doing the real big ones that sound like they're freaking bombs. My poor mother. She's having her night off right now. She hates these fireworks. So, this is a joke. It's the audacity. The audacity of these people on my mother's night off. Ugh, I don't know if that looks good. This is basically what I do when I'm shading. This is all I do, as I keep going back and forth and being like, does that look good? Does that look good? Oh, I don't think that looks good. I'm gonna keep it anyways. And that's pretty much it. I'm gonna shade this hair. Oh boy. Okay. It's not bad. It's not bad. They're still going. They have quieter ones now, but they're still going. Dude, again, I do not get the fascination with blowing stuff up, especially when it sounds that loud. Like, I get getting excited and like maybe overly excited about stuff. That is bound to happen. I've literally been drawing the same fandom for the past 3 days and more. But blowing stuff up over it, it's a little much. It's a little much in my humble opinion. In my humblest opinion. Ugh. I think I said that when I was talking to my mom. I was just like, I don't get it. I don't get, cause the light show that the neighborhood behind us did like on New Year's was insane, just insanely loud. And I'm lucky that I have meds that knock me out. But like, dude, if I didn't have those, cause like I would have been up for hours. Okay. Okay. I remembered to turn on the time lapse for this one. So I'll probably post that at some point. I'm pretty proud of myself because I keep forgetting to do that. So whenever I do, I pat myself on the back because maybe if I do that enough, it'll remind me to keep doing it and not forgetting to do it because I need to post on YouTube Shorts more. And that's how I'm gonna do it. Right? I think I did. Yes, I did. I did. We're good. We're good. But I need some water. Whenever I look to the side, I see my Technoblade mask that I made for my Techno cosplay, and I keep remembering I need to fix it. Because it got cracked. It got cracked on the plane. And it's like, I'm so sad because I just made it at college. And I'm really proud of it. And so I was very, very upset. I nearly cried when I opened my bag to see if it was okay, and it was not okay. It's fixable, so at least there's that. But I was very upset. I just suddenly had the strongest urge to quote bad lip reading. That happens from time to time. Lumpkinella. I need to watch bad lip reading again. It's really funny. I wonder if they're still making content. They probably are. I may have said this earlier. I can't remember, but I finished Rats 2. So I've officially finished all of the I'm up to date on all the Pow Creations SMPs. I watched the episodes of Lagundo's Haunted Winter, and I'm working on New Life, Owen's New Life, right now. I just started that though before stream, so Owen's. There's so many POVs, I'm definitely not watching them all, but I was watching Owen's. When it first came out, I was in a big shovel stage where I was watching like all of her stuff, and so I started watching hers, and it wasn't really my jive. So I was like, I kind of fell off, and that's also when I started falling off from YouTube in general, just watching YouTube. And so I never got back to watching it until now after vampires and being like, I need to watch all of Pow Creations now. I think Martin's would be really fun. I might watch his. Martin's such a character. I love him so much. I think I may have also started Scott's because I was like Scott's. I've been following Scott for a while. I think before I think I started following Scott during Empires. I need to rewatch Empires. I need to rewatch Empires. Cuz it was really good. I need to rewatch it. I remember I got into Empires through yeah, Scott was why I watched Vampires. Which his is such a funny one to start on. It's cuz you're getting like half the lore and all of the girly pop vibes and it's so fun. And then and then you watch Avid or Owens, and Avid's is still fun, but then you watch Owens and it's just like, when will I escape this hell? And it's just like and I'm a sucker for those characters, so you know I hooked onto him real quick. But yeah, I'm so glad. But yeah, I got into Empires because of Lizzie. And then I was like, and then Scott's video started popping on my page, and I was like, okay. And then I found out that he liked World of Warcraft, or likes World of Warcraft, and that was my childhood game. That was my childhood game. Was World of Warcraft. And so I got really excited and started watching Scott more. And so when I got back to watching more YouTube, when I saw Scott, like, I was like, oh, I'd watched Afterlife, and Scott was a vampire in most of that, so I was like, oh, another vampire thing, I'll watch it. And then, who knew it would take me this far? Who knew it would take me this far? Certainly not I. Certainly not I. Because, the thing is, I was like, only semi-interested in it until, like, episode 4 or 5. I was like, I'll watch it to see what's happening. But I watched the first episode and then I took like a long break because I was like, yeah, I don't know. Because I was still in my not really watching Minecraft phase. And then I think Scott had a pretty big like lore scene. Lore or just like a really angsty scene. And I was like, hold up. This hits. And so, that's when it started to hit me. And then I finished all of Scott's and I was like, I need more of this. I need more of this. And Avid's video popped up, and so I watched Avid's. And I was like, this is spectacular. And he has more lore, and I'm a lore junkie. So I was like, this is spectacular. I need more of this, and I didn't know who to start on. And then Owen Fanart came up on my page, on my Instagram, and I was like, "You're pulling my leg, but I will watch. I will watch Owens." And so I watched Owens, and I was like, "This is my new favorite person ever." Just because his lore is so good. And so, and I haven't looked back yet. I'm just on for the ride now, seeing how long it lasts. Gosh, friggin' dang it. I'm gonna finish saving it first, and then I'll get back to getting this little part that didn't get caught. But oh goodness. Yeah, definitely so glad that I almost gave up on vampires. Like, after episode 1, I was like, I'm not really interested in this. I'm so glad that I gave it another shot because I was watching Funky Frog Bait's lives, well, VODs of their lives, and I'd run out of those, out of their gaming streams. And so I was like, what am I gonna do now? And I saw that Scott had some new videos about vampires, and I was like, I'll give this another shot. And then it hit, and I was like, I need more slices. I need more slices. And now I'm in a really awesome fandom with so many awesome people. Everyone in the fandom that I've interacted with so far is so cool. And the fan artists are amazing. And just every piece of art I see is like, you are the coolest person ever. You are the coolest person ever. The community is so great. The community is so great. I love it so much. And the creators are so nice. And it's just, I'm having a great old time. Okay, we're gonna... Okay. I think that's good. We're gonna fix the little... I keep getting notifications. Be quiet, I'm streaming. Okay. Dang it, now I want to fix the axe here. As much as I've been talking about how much I hate shading, my technique has gotten so much better from when I started. Not like the actual it looking good, I'm still working on that, but the way I do it, because now I just use the transparency of I use just one dark color, sometimes two if I need something a little bit darker for one color. I used to take each color and darken it and then shade it, and that took ages. Took forever. And so this is so much easier. Because this is what I would do. We're going to go here. I would do this. I would color drop it. Darken it. And then do that. With every single color. It was so inefficient. It was so inefficient. But that's how I knew how to do it. So that's what I ended up doing. I don't really know if I like this shading job, but I never really know. I never really know. I'm just like, does it look better with or without shading? And then usually it looks better with shading, so I assume I did a good job. At least a decent job. But yeah. How's your day been? I have no clue who my second viewer is. You don't be shy. You can talk in the chat. I promise I'm not gonna bite. You can you can make comments and stuff like that. I was gonna fold my laundry today, but then I didn't want to end up doing that, so I didn't. But I did do dishes today. So I got something other than drawing done. But I mostly did drawing today. So I've been staring at a screen for a really long time. Normal's nice. Nice to have those days, even if they might be boring. I'm realizing I say boring weird. I keep saying it with an accent. Probably gonna try raiding tonight after I'm gonna try to hit 2 hours tonight. Maybe more. We'll see. But I've never raided anyone before, so I want to try raiding tonight, see if any of my friends are on streaming. It does add a dimension for sure, which is kind of the point of shading, so all right. I'm gonna try to add firelight effects. They're gonna be kind of sloppy, but we're gonna try. I actually forgot what I said. So um I'm sure you're right. I agree with you. I'm sure you're right. I cannot remember what I just said. So was I saying something about it being sloppy? Was that what I said? Is that what you're referring to? Yeah. Okay, okay. It's very artistic. It is very artistic. Let's see. I've been such a little yapper for the past few streams that I'm like, and now I'm just sitting here all quiet, and I'm like, it's like my brain's empty. Trying to figure out what to say, but like then I lapse into silence, and I'm like, wait, I'm drawing in front of an audience. I probably should say something. And then I lapse into another silence, trying to figure out what to say. I saw a couple vampires takes that hurt my feelings today. I like not like in a serious way, just in a like oof, why would you say that to me? Why would you say that to me? That's mean. And they were about Lewis, my boy Lewis, and then bloodletting. And I was like, these are mean. You're not completely wrong, but these are mean. um the Lewis one was saying that Lewis is slightly responsible for the massacre of Oakhurst because he didn't fight back. And so should have been held slightly responsible, at least slightly responsible, and probably should have ended up in hell with Owen. And I'm just like, don't talk about my boy like that. For one. You're not entirely wrong, but like, ouch, that hurt. Don't talk about Lewis like that, too. Don't talk about Lewis like that. And then and then the other one was about how Legs only fell in love with Owen because he fell in love with an idea of the fixed version of Owen, and how if Owen could get fixed, he could get fixed. And Owen didn't actually love Legs, he only wanted a replacement for Lewis, and when he realized he couldn't be a replacement for Lewis, he hated him. And it hurt! It hurt my feelings! It was not entirely wrong. They accurately picked out the big flaws in these characters, but I want to pretend that they were desperately in love, and that in a universe that they made up instead of having all this doom and gloom. And so I was like, you're not wrong, but ouch. Hurt my feelings. Ugh. I do not draw for free. I'm sorry, but I do not draw for free. My commissions are cheap, but I do not draw for free. But yeah, that I was like, hurt my feelings. Don't talk about my boys like that. Stop talking about my. It's already toxic as it is. It's already toxic yaoi. Leave it alone. It does not need to be that dived deep into. Please. It's already doomed. Don't bring up how it's even more doomed than I previously thought. Don't give me more things to consider about it. It already hurts my chest to think about. And I was like, both in the same day, and I was like, okay, Tumblr, what are you trying to say to me? Are you think I'm living my delusions too much with my fanfictions? Is that it? Too bad. I'm gonna keep writing them. Ugh. Leave my doomed yaoi alone. It does not need to be more doomed. Don't talk about how they didn't actually love each other. They just loved an idea of each other. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. That's mean. Accurate but mean. Oh, we picked up 2 more viewers. Hello. Welcome. You can talk in the chat. You can ask me questions. I've been very quiet this stream. I'm trying to figure out. My brain's a little dead, and I don't know why. But I'm just finding random things to yap about. The fireworks stopped. I just realized that. That's so nice. I don't know if I like this lighting. Maybe I need to darken it a bit more. Maybe it's like once I darken it in some places, it'll I know. Some hurts I can handle. Some hurts I'm like, some realizations I can be like, okay. Okay, like I saw one the other day that it was like Avid and Pyro were so very similar, and um Pyro killing Avid saved Avid from his sins. And that hurt because it like it just really shows how Pyro was always going to be an outcast and is always an outcast. And just is going to be always an odd one out in a group. And how his turning only just made it that much worse, being the first one turned. And I was like, ouchies, that hurts, but I will accept that, and I love that at the same time. But some of them, they're a little too real for me. Too real for me. I'm like, no, I do not claim this energy. I do not claim this energy. Especially the Lewis one. That one hurt. I was like, leave my little baby angel out of this. Lewis is my favorite. Even though he's not technically in like a canon character in the story, he's someone that haunts the narrative. Still my favorite character. And so I was like, leave my boy out of this. Please. It's just like, but yeah, I do understand that like Lewis really should have fought back, especially with the fact that he should have realized that he was the only support in Owen's life, and with that, and should have understood that with this happening, Owen coming out with newborn emotions, with fledgling emotions, it was not going to end well. But I do think it was very honorable of him not to fight because he loved his people so much. Oh. Yes. Yes. The dude, the sibling ship. Oh. Oh. They make my heart ache. No, because you know what? I just found out today that Shelby is canonically older than Pyro. And she became the younger sister still. Like, dude, I just found that out today. She just comes off as so much, and I feel bad because like I know that it was kind of like what Shelby wanted for her character, is like that she just kind of naturally gets infantilized, but like I feel bad when I accidentally do that. I'm like, I thought you were younger. I thought you were younger. But dude, I just found out that like also V Pyro was like 21. Dude was young. dude was young and had so much tragedy in his life already, and I'm just sitting here like, oh boy. And that's why I adopted them. I keep doing it. I keep doing it with with the most hurt characters. I got to adopt them. That's just, I got it. It's a natural instinct. They're my children now. They're my kids now. That's just how it is. Sad, tragic character. You're my kid now. I will make you feel loved and appreciated. Because that's really all the most tragic ones wanted. Pyro and Owen just wanted to be accepted, understood, and loved. And every single shot was just taken away. And I'm just like, I would have loved and accepted you. I would have loved and accepted you. And that's why I had to make OCs that gives them unconditional love. Because I couldn't take it anymore. They needed to be loved. Here, we're gonna do a dark one. We're gonna Ooh, that looks even better. That made the lighting look even better. Okay. We're gonna blend a bit more. Here. No. But oh my goodness, yeah, the fledgling duo is just so tragic, and it's like, look, did I cheer and clap and just absolutely love Shelby for killing Pyro? Yes, Pyro deserved it, but at the same time, oof, my heart, my boy, they just wanted to be a part of something. And it just, ugh. Oh my goodness. Just the hurts, just in the feels, just, ugh. Ugh. No, but Pyro's ending, Pyro and Owen's endings are just, they're so deserved, but so, they hurt so bad. They hurt so bad. No, because I cried to both of them. I sobbed during Owen's. And then I was just mad. I was like, I sobbed when he died, and then I had to pause it and recuperate. And then I got after the credits and just was just mad. Was mad and tearing up as he's explaining that he's seeing Lewis, and then Ugh. Ugh. I was so upset. I was so upset. I was like, my friend was crying beside me because we were watching it together, and I was just like, I'm sitting here like, what? What? You're kidding me! You're kidding me! I was losing it. I was losing it. And then Pyro's just being like, nobody will grieve him, he won't have a grave. Oh my gosh! Nobody talk to me! No, I'm not gonna do it like that. I'm not gonna do it like that. We're gonna do the regular. But dude. Exactly. I will grieve them, but it's so good because we find out that eventually Scott and Shelby and Drift, they all end up forgiving him and grieving them. But it's so perfect to Pyro's ending that it stayed that way. Nobody will grieve them, nobody will mourn them, he will have no grave. Because that's what Pyro believes. And it's just like, somebody sedate me! It's so good, but it's so bad. Like, leave me alone. Nobody talk to me. I just my boy. My child, please. I will grieve you. I will grieve you. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, yeah. I think I'm gonna add like an orange. Whoa, that actually looks so cool. Whoa. Dude, I'm gonna have to save that because that looks sick. Oh my goodness. Whoa. I'm just appreciating this for a second because that looks cool. Whoa. Wrong one. Oof. 1 second. I gotta stretch out my knees. They're starting to hurt. Okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of an orange glow. Now I know this doesn't look like a little bit, but I'm gonna play with the opacity. And then we're gonna blend it a little bit. Well, it's technically the blur tool, but okay. Okay. Now we're gonna do a reddish orange. I think it needs to be more red. Thank you. Where does it? Here, I think I need to play with the background a little bit. I think I need to add a bit more of a complex one than I was thinking. I think... Here, we're gonna... It's gonna be a little bit lazy, but it's gonna be better. It's gonna look cool, I think. We're gonna... Here, I'm gonna fix up the lines. Because I don't want the same thing for my pyro that I did with my pyro piece. Pyro's turning with the trees. I want to look... Oh my gosh, I want the lines to be smoother. But they don't want to be smooth for me. Because that's the one thing I do regret, is that I've been working on the pyro piece for so long, and so I was like, the trees look fine, but I was not actually happy with the trees. And the thing about this program is that it doesn't, like some other programs, unlike some other programs, it does not save in the program. You have to save it in your folders. It doesn't do both. You have to either save it on the program folder or save it in your folders. And I haven't figured out how to save it on the program folders. So I can't open up the one with all the layers on it. Or maybe I'm just saving it wrong. Maybe I'm just dumb, which could be the case. I am not always the brightest, but... Okay. Yo! Wait. This looks so cool with all the different layers. There we go. Then I think we're gonna add a bit of an orange overlay. Ooh, okay. Ooh, okay, okay. Low key? Low key? Low key, I'm really liking this. Low key. Here, we might. Might. Here, I might add a little bit of. I'm adding so many layers. No, I don't like how that looks. Okay. This might end up looking stupid and I can just get rid of it, but I want to try doing a little bit of an outline. And then I'll blend it. No, I don't like that. Do I? No, I don't like it. Hmm. What else do I need to do? That's right. Oh, that's the wrong one. I think I'm going to do it in red. Or white. Oh, I need to do it. Oh, but it needs to be behind. Hmm. Maybe not blended. I can try that. Concentrating so hard so that the words look nice. Hmm. Thank you. I'm debating if I want... I'm focusing so hard right now. I wish I could do the words in a way that I can have them behind, but also, you know what? Maybe that looks good. Maybe that looks good. I feel like there was more I wanted to add. What else did I want to add? I've been forgetting to put my signature on stuff recently, but you are right. Oh, that's the first time I put 26. I'm surprised that I did it so well. Here we go. Oh, I feel like that ruins the immersion. Maybe I'll do it a little bit smaller. There we go. Oof, my knees. Okay. Oopsies. My lip balm fell over. I thought about turning this one into a print, but I couldn't get the print proportions to add up right. So, I probably won't, but I mean, once I start making my own prints from a printer, but that's a long ways out. I could save it still as one, as a potential idea. I'd probably do it without the words. Well, I think that's it. Um, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Okay, I'm just saving it real quick. Oh yeah, I could do that. It's just I'm also because printing prints through a company is expensive. I'm saving to make my own. So I could probably end up using these proportions for it. But with text. Okay. Save, and then we're gonna do one without the text. Okay. I'm just exporting the time lapse real quick. Making sure everything looks out right. Oh, it's not showing up on stream. Okay. Looks like I actually know what I'm doing while during the shading parts. Oh, I think I'm gonna add the text back on for the time lapse. Okay. Alright, we've almost hit 2 hours. That was my goal. Sorry for the long silence. With nothing happening on the screen. It's taking a little bit for the time lapse to download. I know that if I go off the screen now, I will forget. And so I gotta make sure that I save it now, otherwise it's gonna leave my mind. Okay. There we go. Okay. So that's that one. One sec, I'm gonna check how long we've been, because we've been streaming for over 2 hours. But I'm a couple minutes behind on recording. Okay. Okay, I'm wondering, do I want to try to break my goal? Go a little bit longer? I do still have... I mean, I guess... Is this... Yeah, the format's wrong on that one, so I was gonna be like, give you a sneak peek of the drawings that I did for the, I don't speak German trend that I'm gonna do. But then I remembered that I changed the proportions, and so the, drawings will be a little bit cut off, because I was doing the proportions for the background. But, oh, goodness. I'm trying to think. I do have these to do still. If my stream will catch up with me. Because I'm not exactly tired yet. It's just, I also don't. I'm not very yappy right now, so I'm like, do I want to put you guys through that? Or just you silently watching me draw? I swear next time I'll have music. I will figure it out tomorrow. I'm just adding up what my to-do list for tomorrow. Pushing everything off until Sunday, but I'll figure out how to do like the overlay and the audio tracks. But I think I'm gonna call it a night. I'll probably do some more drawing off stream, but because that's what I always end up doing. But I don't want you guys to go through more just silence while I draw. That's not very entertaining. I don't know why my brain's just not in a thinky mood right now. Which is funny because I was a lot more tired yesterday and the day before. But I was yapping it up. My knees again. Ugh, jeez. So, alright. I think, yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you guys so much for coming. I hope that you enjoyed, even though I was not that chatty tonight. I appreciate you guys so much. Yeah, you guys have a lovely night, lovely day. See, my brain's just dead right now. Okay, I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a lovely evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you're at. Okay, bye-bye.